Hey guys, what is going on? Veil Decay here, bringing you the third and final video of the PvP talks for the Mage specs. In this video, we will be checking out Arcane Mage. So, for all you Arcane Mages out there, hopefully I can give you guys some tips or hints or something, or you catch something from this video. Even if you don't play Arcane and you want to try it, hopefully I get something for you, some kind of knowledge. So, we're gonna hop into it and go from there. Alright, so first of all, we're going to start off with talents. So, you got amplification. When clear cast, arcane missiles fire an additional missile, just a little bit more damage. Rule of threes. You every third arcane charge, your next arcane blast or missiles are reduced by 100%. So you get a free channel every once in a while. Pretty good. Arcane familiar, not really worth it. Shimmer, of course, pretty standard. Mana Shield does have its uses right now. On beta anyway, it may be broken. Probably doesn't work as it should because you can spam it and not die. So it's probably broken. And if they fix it, they fix it. If not, there you go. Incanter's Flow is pretty default. Mirror images probably for duels. Rune of Power does have its own like meme one-shot build right now. Rune of Power and things like that. And it's just you know, dumb beta things. Uh, Supernova for the knock. That's about it. Chrono Shift for for that sprint to get away. Nether Tempest because you have to. You have to pick something in this row. Nether Tempest is it. I have it bound, but I don't use it, so it's a lot like Living Bomb on Fire Mage. Pretty useless. And default for level 100 is overpowered because it is indeed overpowered. Until they fix that, you won't play really anything else. So that's the talents I'm running right now. You know, uh, PvP talents. I'm playing Arcane Empowerment. Clear casting stacks 2 more times. It increases your missiles. Temporal Shield, and then Mass Invis. Pretty standard things. That is all of your talents for Arcane. Now, there's a couple of other builds you can play as Arcane. You have like a Arcane Blast build. You just spam Arcane Blast. It does a lot of damage, or it used to. I don't know if it still does. Uh, then there's like this Mimi one-shot build where you put all your traits for your Azerite armor into Evocate to where you get this fat buff and then you just one-shot somebody. And then there's the mostly common Arcane Missile spec. And so we're going to take a look at the Azerite traits. Like I said, I am playing the missile build, so I just spam Arcane Missiles. So of course I'm going to have something that buffs Arcane Missiles. Then, same thing. It's a bleed, it's another dot. To heal when I'm stunned. Pretty standard things. Same thing. Stacking the missiles, stacking the bleed, cauterizing blink. Blink you heal. Another missile. Uh, Random buff, crit haste mastery verse buff, and then an increase to your barrier. So that's also good if you're playing like uh, if you're playing the mana shield build, just that much more damage you absorb. I have it because, a little bit more damage absorbed isn't too bad. So that's the talents and the Azerite traits that I'm using. I'm playing Haste Mastery for Arcane. Of course, Mastery, it's really good for Arcane, increases your damage and your mana. Haste just to get quicker channels off. Crit probably could be a little bit more useful to me. I'm just not using it right now. Like I said, I'm my stats are probably way wrong, but this is what I'm running and it's working pretty good for me. So I'm gonna just stick with this. All right. So we've gone over talents, traits, and stats. So now we're gonna talk gameplay. Arcane Mage, as you all know, in Legion was pretty strong. Did really, really well. It was really good at spamming out a lot of damage really fast. A lot of burst, a lot of mobility. The mobility is still there. The spamability of damage, it's still there somewhat. Doesn't play as it used to. You don't spam Arcane Explosion to get your procs and then use those anymore. I mean, you sort of do. You spam till you get 4 stacks, and then you just spam arcane missiles over and over and over and over. So like on a damage breakdown for like a arena game, arena match, your damage breakdown is probably gonna be at least 80% missile damage. Everything else would be, small little percentages. That's just the way Arcane is played right now. Of course, you could play the Arcane Blast build, but it's the same thing. Arcane Blast is going to be 85% of your damage. So right now, Arcane is pretty much like a one-button killing machine. You can play I call it the Glass Cannon for Arcane Blast build, and I call it the Gatling Gun for the Arcane Missiles, just because you're spamming out missiles. Now, missiles is fun because you can kill people behind the pillar. It's really fun getting those people who notice that, uh-oh, you just did a lot of damage to me. I'm gonna run behind the pillar, but you're still channeling through the pillar and you kill them. It's a really great feeling. So if you liked Arcane in Legion, you may have a problem with Arcane coming into BFA because it doesn't play the same, doesn't feel as fluid. It definitely still needs some kind of work somewhere. But for now, it's just like a one shot, one button, one shot style. So if that's your thing, cool. If not, sorry. I don't know what else to tell you other than to try other specs or, something else. But Arcane is pretty good. It's got a strong showing on the beta right now. Pretty much all mage specs have a strong showing, but most people have shifted from Arcane to Fire and Frost again. They just don't like the way it plays for whatever reason. Like I said, it's kind of like a meme. People just play it, for the lulz. Uh, so yeah, I mean, it's doing really good. If you play with, a rogue, obviously you're gonna do great in arenas. So, RMP is probably still gonna be a thing, very strongly. Um, that's probably your best spec for threes as a mage anyway, regardless of your spec. That's the best comp you can play. So, I mean, you could probably play with like maybe a Windwalker, but Windwalkers have changed too, so it's hard to tell. Let's see. Maybe Caster Cleaves will work. I don't know that God Comp would work because Shadow Priests are kind of iffy right now. But for now, probably Feral and Rogue are probably going to be your best bets for your comps for Arcane Mage. You need something that can control so you can just spam damage, hang out with your healer in the back, and just throw out missiles. That's how it is right now. That being said, when you play up against somebody that knows what they're doing, if a team knows how to stop you, they will, and you will not do damage. But of course, if you got the face rollers who just try to face roll their way through a match, you're going to destroy them. But I mean, that's with any spec, any comp, any class. So Arcane can be strong, but if somebody knows what they're doing, it's not going to be strong at all. They're going to shut you down. And as Arcane, you get shut on Arcane, you get shut down on everything. So be wary, you know. Uh, they it's it's doable, but probably at lower ratings in arenas. Higher end arena matches, you'll probably see Fire and Frost a lot more. But I mean, Arcane definitely looks good. It's definitely a lot of fun if you catch somebody that knows what they don't know what they're doing. You just catch them out of nowhere, 100 to 0. But as it is, Arcane is, I'd say, in limbo. Uh, does good damage, but it's only one button. Things need to be reworked because if you're just spamming missiles, you're gonna get stopped by somebody that knows what they're doing. You get stopped, you can't blink, you can't do anything. You can ice block, but then you're out of an ice block. So right now, it's kind of a gimmicky spec, and some people love it, some people despise it now. For me personally, I would rather play Frost, but that's just because I'm a Frost mage at heart. Arcane is a lot of fun, but Frost is just where it's at for me. So, you know, that's where we're gonna go with that. So we've gone over the talents, the traits, stats, you know, sort of the play style, some comps you guys can roll out with. Um, I think that's about it for the video, guys. If you guys got any, comments, concerns, questions, anything you want to know or yell at me for, just throw it down in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer all of it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully, I'll be able to do some more beta stuff before the Battle for Azeroth release, just to help you guys get a little bit more of a heads up. So keep your eyes open on the new videos, uh, and I will catch you all on the next one. So peace.